Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Adi, and in this video we'll take care of the footer, and also we'll do some changes to the header.php and register some menus. So the very first thing I want to do is this. Inside header.php we're going to say WP head. I forgot to include this last time, and this is actually a very important piece of a theme, because WP head will make sure that all the plugins that are relying on it won't break, because some plugins might just need to include some stuff in the head section of the page, like a style sheet, or maybe some some links, some JavaScript. So if you don't put this, a lot of plugins will break. So make sure you have it right before the end of the head tag. All right, let's move on to the footer. So we're gonna delete this, and we're gonna scroll down, copy it, and paste it in footer.php. Now the content in footer.php should also be common to all the pages. So let's start from the top. Let's see, we have a couple of widgets and then some very basic copyright information. So the widgets, these are static widgets. So I'm going to delete them. Okay, so I'm going to say footer widget 1, footer widget 2, and footer widget 3, yes. We'll take care of the widgets once we get to sidebars in some future videos. Okay, next, paragraph class top link footer. So we're talking about this link right here. Now the only change is that we must mark this for translation. So we also need to echo it. And specify the domain. Okay. The year. Instead of a static year, we're going to do echo date. Okay, so we're using the date function to return the year. So we're doing this so we don't have to update the footer of our blog every year. Yes, every January. And instead of a static blog name, I'm going to do a link that's going to point to home. So php echo home URL. Okay, and the link should say the blog name. Okay, perfect. And let's see, we're including some JavaScript. Now this is not a really good method to include JavaScript or any kind of script in WordPress. The correct way is to use WP enqueue, and we'll be doing that in a future video. For now, we don't need JavaScript, so I'm just going to delete this, and I'm gonna do PHP WP footer. This is a hook that's similar to WP head, and it basically does the same thing. It makes sure that plugins which rely on including stuff in the footer won't break. Okay. So let's see what we got so far. The header with the navigations. This is where we'll actually make the loop to show some posts. And then we have the footer, which contains some dummy text for now and some basic copyright information. Okay, next let's take care of these menus. Now this is WordPress 3.4.2. Since WordPress 3.0, we have the ability to create custom menus. For theme authors, that means we must register those menus in our theme so we can use them. And we do that in functions.php. So let's open that. I'm just going to say menus. And we'll do the following. We'll start with this function. I'm going to register my menus. And then I'm going to add a hook. Add action, init, register my menus. Okay, so quick explanation. Add action basically hooks this function to this. So whenever init is happening, a register my menus will happen. And inside register my menus, I'm gonna do a register nav menus. Yes, and this will take an array. Okay, and the array can receive multiple values, and the values submitted as key value pairs. Okay, so the first value will be a slug or an ID. Top menu. Oops. And this will receive a string like this, top menu. Now this string will be displayed in the WordPress backend in custom menus. But you know, we must make it ready for translation as well. So what I'm gonna do is something like this. Top menu, adaptive framework. Okay, see these two underscores. As I said in the previous videos, they are used to pass the value as a string instead of just echoing it. Okay, and the second one, we'll do a main menu. Very similar to the one above. Okay, and that's it, actually. We just registered 2 custom menus. So now if we go back in WordPress and we go to Appearance, Menus, yeah, we can see that if we create a menu, let's say test for instance, we have 2 locations, yeah, top menu and main menu. And we can include the newly created menu. Okay, now we must specify where those 2 menus will be displayed. So for that, let's go back to header.php and we're going to scroll down till we find this top nav. Delete it and I'm gonna do PHP. I'm gonna use the WP nav menu function, which can receive an array as a parameter. And we'll do theme location. And basically we're specifying which menu should be loaded in this location. In my case, it's top menu. And top menu here is the same as top menu here. Yeah, it's the same slug. All right, let's copy this and scroll down and paste it. And I'm just going to change this main menu. All right, so now if we refresh, we have two menus which are basically the same, and they have only one default menu item, and that is the single custom page that we have. So let's go and create, some menus. So I'm going to do test 1, create the menu, and I'm just going to do a simple URL to Google, for instance. I'm going to add it, and I'm going to grab the sample page, and I'm going to put it, save, create a new one, test 2, and I'm going to grab the sample page and put it on the other menu. And let's just create another custom one, or let's do this. I think that's the correct link. Save it. So now if we refresh, we have the same menus because we haven't assigned the menus to the new locations. So for top menu, we'll select test 1, which is the Google one, and the main menu will be test 2. Save, refresh. So now we have Google and WP Tuts. Okay, great. So we have our menus all sorted out. Let's see if we can do anything else in this video. Let's see, footer, widgets, echo WP footer, functions, we define the menus. Okay, well, that's it actually for this video. And the next one will cover the loop. It's an essential part of any WordPress theme. It basically allows us to scroll, or not scroll, to just navigate through all the database records and show the posts based on certain criteria. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.